Hello, Molly here, flying out on the Smack with the USA. I'm flying the P-38L, a fantastic aircraft in the USA lineup. I'm not a massive fan of the USA planes. They tend to require a lot of patience. They climb slowly, they're boom and zoomers, they don't turn very well. This particular plane has an excellent climb rate. It's fast, maybe not as fast as the P-47s and the P-51s, but it is fast and it has a much faster roll rate. I see it definitely as a standout plane in the US lineup. Anyway, taking off on Kursk right now. I have no idea where I'm going. Well, I'm going to head over to the closest enemy base because generally several bombers will head over there, and generally I've found that several fighters from the other team will head over that way in order to intercept the bombers that head over that way from the US team. I figure I'll head over there, although I'm only seeing one bomber heading over there, and it's a B-17, which can definitely take care of itself. But I guess I'll keep heading in this direction, see what happens, gain some altitude, or against the Russians. Just climbing at the moment. My B-17 is pulling away from me all the time, so it's really unlikely I'm going to be able to support it. I'm kind of wondering why have I bothered going in this direction, but there are 3 ground targets over here in this valley somewhere. So maybe I'll shoot a couple of cheeky ground targets and then head over to where the rest of the team are and get into the fight. As usual, this plane's partially modified. I have got the guns modified on this, using a ground target ammo on 12 mils, or the 50 cals as the Americans would say, 50 cals, and on the 20mm I'm not really sure what I'm using. I might be using default because it actually seemed like the best option. It's sort of like 2/3 heavy explosive incendiary and 1/3 armor piercing. It seemed like a pretty good option, or just about the best option. But I know there are some ground targets down here somewhere. I'll just keep following through this valley. There we go. Alright, now it really annoys the crap out of me when I see people flying boom and zoom planes like this, and they're flying low, shooting ground targets, and here I am doing it. But I can see why people do it in the American planes. They're not the greatest, or not the greatest for like instant gratification. You have to be sort of patient and dedicated and use a discipline of side climbing for a long time to get altitude. I guess I'm going the instant gratification route at the moment, shooting the ground targets. As I say, I've definitely paid out on other people for being low in American boom and zoomers, but I can see why it happens. Anyway, there's only 3 here, so I'll take this one out. Just using the 50 cals at the moment. So now I'm gonna gain some altitude and pretty much head back to the rest of the guys. That P-17 is long gone. You know, I mean, if he gets shot or whatever, there's no way I can support him from here. I can't catch him. Just gonna do a very slow turn here, try and maintain my speed and just gain altitude. And I'm gonna turn around away from the fight. At the moment, just gaining altitude, ready to head back to the fight. Unfortunately, this could take a while. As I was saying, this this particular P-38, the P-38L-5-LO, yeah, it seems to be a real standout in the American lineup. Great plane, you know, it just flies where you want it, the guns point where you want them to point. It's got high speed, well, not as high as the P-51s and the P-47s, but still very high. And it has a good roll rate as well. It has these weird mods you can get, or you can unlock, which are dampeners on the airlines, which I got very early, even though I had no idea what they would do. But I see what they do now. Even as you get at really high speed, the airlines will still work and the plane will still maintain a high roll rate, so they're well worth getting. Oh, I haven't seen them on any other plane. That's really the only reason I unlocked them, is because it's something new. And it's interesting that I'm fairly certain that P-38 shot down in the war in the Pacific. The P-38 shot down significantly more Japanese aircraft than any other American aircraft. That includes your P-51s and your P-47. They were just head and shoulders above the rest. I've recently been flying the Mosquito, the twin-engine British ground pounder, you know, interceptor with twin Merlin engines, and these Allison engines aren't quite as good as the Merlins, but I think they are. Like, actually, I think they're 12-cylinder engines. They're not quite as fast. They don't create quite as much thrust as the Merlins do, but yeah, hell, they're pretty good. And there's two of them. So heading out towards, well, things are pretty even at the moment. 2 down on their side, look like 2 down on our side. Heading over the town or whatever in the bay there where the fight should be. Just checking out that B-17, see if we can get attacked yet. If I see someone aggressing that B-17, I'll head over there and see what I can do, although in all honesty I think B-17 is quite capable of taking care of himself. Probably be protecting me rather than me protecting him. Bunch of Ruskies down there, but I want to make sure I've got a decent amount of altitude. I'd like to be up at about 6k altitude, just to make sure there's no one above me as I get into this fight. I need to make sure I don't overheat the engines too much. Although with this new engine heating scenario they brought in, you know, just about 6 months ago really, but I'm still getting used to it. I'm so paranoid about overheating my engines. As soon as I start hitting that dark orange, I'm getting off the wet, let them cool. Although, oh, here we go, here's the Yak 3. Close enough to shoot. Yak 3, excellent plane. He probably get the better of me, but perhaps he doesn't know that. So let's dive on this bugger. Disappear in the clouds just like that. Well, I'm not falling for that. He's gonna kill me. I'll climb back into a climb. See where he goes. If he comes back up, I'll try and take him. Otherwise, I'm heading for the main fight. The Yak 3P is such an excellent performer. You know, it'll outclimb just about any other plane in the battle rating in this VR 4.7, and a fantastic turner, just a fantastic plane overall. 320 mils on the nose. A joy to fly. Oh, there he is. He's down there joining that fight. Well, now I'm not sure what I'm doing. Those guys, I've got about 6 kilometers altitude, and these guys are about 6 kilometers below me, so they are hugging the ground. Do I really want to give up all this altitude? Let's see what's left. Okay, there aren't many left on the enemy team. Maybe I better get in there before they all dry up. What's the Yak 9s? Yeah, I got the Yak 3s down, a couple of Yak 9s. Yak-9s are excellent planes as well. Typically, people are flying Yak-9Ts, which are amazing planes. We've got the 30 cal, 30 millimeter cannon on the front, which is very accurate, very fast firing. And the Yak-9T is possibly the best plane in War Thunder. Anyway, let's see how we go here. I'll try not to pick up too much speed, just sort of descending in a bit of a spiral in order to try and manage my own speed. After flying this plane out several times, I finally realised it has air brakes. So if it comes to it, I can apply the air brakes, but not about to give up velocity at the moment. Right, now I can see what's going on. I'll just make sure I got an altitude advantage over these guys. As I say, Yak-9's rock. Need to keep whatever advantage I can have. Right, this guy's pretty good. So that guy's heading away. This guy's reasonably close. Let's see how we can go here. He's ducking and weaving, jinking or jagging or whatever they call it. Let's see how we go. I don't even think I've got a single hit on. There we go. Set him on fire. Oh, bingo. Got a kill. Right, let's turn this speed back into altitude. Another Yak-9 left over there. Got a bad feeling that might be the last enemy left, so I need to leg it in that direction. Well, a Spitfire very close. Two left. So there's another one as well, and it appeared to be a bomber. It's dropped 3 kilos of bombs and nothing else. So yeah, obviously a bomb on the other one. Who knows where the hell that is. Now this Yak-9 is obviously running for his base, and there's a Spitfire much closer to him than I am. And Spitfire would appear to be just about in an attack range almost. So this is a worry, he might be dead before I get there. I am noticing that there's a couple of ground targets directly in front of my path. Maybe I can just sneak in a couple of more cheeky ground kills, hopefully no one's watching. Here we go. Unleash the 50 cows. There we go, there's one, there's another one right in line. I'm not going to deviate to get these ground targets, but hey, if they're right in front of me, let's shoot them. Okay, chase the Yak-9. I'm willing the Spitfire to miss. Yeah, 3 tons dropped on that other plane, so it's obviously a bomber. Who knows where it is. Chasing. Well, my speed's pretty high. I'm doing 500 and something kilometers an hour. And this flak's a bit of a worry. Oh, I can see on the map that he's just about right at his airstrip with the kill AA, so I'm just going to climb. It looks like the other guys have broken off. 2 Spitfires, I didn't even realise there were 2. The other guys have broken off. I'm going to climb to try and not be destroyed by the AA and just watch it. My shooting's going to land, and then I'll just watch him and see where he goes. Once he leaves the airstrip, hopefully I can clean him up. Well, he appears to have crashed. Well, I happen to notice I'm top of the table there on my team. That surprised me. 1 kill and a couple of ground targets. Good to see the Americans doing well. Anyway, don't have a lot of luck on American teams. I am playing on the EU server at the moment, I believe, based on my ping, which is 300 odd. That would suggest it's the EU server, so maybe the US teams do better on the EU server in the kind of time zone that I'm flying in. Now where's this bomber? I could just fly around randomly forever, but it's going to have to come back to the base at some point, so let's hang around here for the moment, try and gain some more altitude so that I don't get cleaned up by all this AA and flak. In fact, the stuff that's shooting me at the moment isn't even coming from their base, it's coming from that airstrip that I flew over before and hit a couple of ground targets. So let's just hang out here for a minute, keep an eye on the airstrip, see if this bomber shows up. Well, Looking very, very clear at the moment. Plenty of guys left on my team. I mean, something pretty fantastic would have to happen for us not to win this battle at the moment. Still not seeing said bomber. The strip still looks clear. Wow. I mean, this bomber could have flown to the edge of the map for all I know. I'm thinking there are some more ground targets over this way. There was an enemy base over here before it was destroyed. Around that is a whole heap of ground targets. Now, without the base being there, I don't really know where it is, but it's in this general direction. So maybe I'll just head over there while I'm waiting for this bomber to show up. Obviously get me away from all this flak. There are AAs and stuff over there, but at least there's not this sort of flak cannons or whatever you call them. Alright, there's lots of soft targets over here, so I'm going to have to get a lot lower for them to show up. But come to think of it, there are a couple of pillboxes amongst all those soft targets, and they should be showing up even from this range, which makes me think I may not be heading in the right direction. Well, I guess it'll all work out in the end. Do I need to go further left or further right? No idea. Oh, there we go. There's the pillbox over there. Funny how I'm way off. I know there are soft targets further north, south. Which direction am I going? I'm going southwest, so there are soft targets further northeast of these pillboxes. So maybe I can find them if I head in this direction, and then head over there. You know, just try and be efficient. Try and clean up the close ones first. Well, there's the town, so I guess they're probably in the town. So far, nothing. Not, well, the pillbox is over there, but I can't see any like AAs and that in the town. No, I'm being shot from behind. They're obviously behind me. Bloody hell, I've missed them. Alright, well, bugger it. There's going to be some over here anyway. Pillbox, show me the light targets. I could potentially kill pillboxes with my 50 cows, but it's hard work. I think at the end of the day I'll get bigger reward just from shooting light targets and kind of conserving the ammo. Okay, got an artillery. Hey, this plane is even brilliant at shooting light targets. Well, I totally screwed that up. Shooting light targets because of its climb rate. You can just, you know, climb out of these short dives so easily. I'm determined to get that one. But, well, maybe I won't. And a lot of these AAs at least have they're kind of in bunkers, so attacking them from a high altitude helps a lot. Why am I having such trouble finding them? The artillery seem to be out in the open, but the AAs tend to be in bunkers, and coming down on them from a higher altitude certainly helps in getting hits on them. And normally I would have thought there's just a sea of light targets out here, and I'm just struggling to find them at the moment. Let's get these ones a bit further out. I wasted some shots there. The initial barrage killed her. I didn't need to fire the second lot.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Okay, well, I think that's cleaned up all the ones over this side. head back over to where the toolboxes are again. As I say, I find it quite annoying when I see boomer zoomers just flying low, shooting ground targets. But at this stage in the match, everything's dead. There's one bomber, who knows where it is. I don't feel too bad about just farming ground targets. Probably would have made sense to prioritise the AAs. They're the ones that are most likely to shoot me down. If this one's got a massive bunker around it, I'll probably never manage to get it from this angle. I'm gonna have to come down on it from above. Which I will probably do thanks to the phenomenal climbing of the P-38. Here we go. Take that, sunshine. Oh, gonna snap my flaps off. No, sweet. Alright, another soft target. With no embankments around it. Alright, now, my friendlies are pointing out the fact that the group of ground targets have spawned where if we just kill those ground targets we will win the mission. So they're a bit desperate to point them out. They're all shouting, attention to the map, attention to the map. But it's miles away from where I am, so yeah, I'm just going to keep farming these ones for now. Attention to the map, yes. Oh, leave it out, Jesus Christ. Another artillery. Oh, another one right there. Whoa, shit. Oh my god. And there's about half a dozen dudes alive. There's plenty in there to kill those guys. Do they really need to yell about it that much? Yeah, they are saying take him down. Have they spotted the bomber? Oh, bugger, ground targets. Molly, go for ground vehicles, please. Molly, please, dude, go kill him. Well, it's all about me. There's about half a dozen other dudes alive. Seems like they're all relying on me to do something. Oh, bugger that. They've annoyed the shit out of me by constantly calling that out, so I'm going to ignore them and keep farming ground targets. To be honest, after all this calling out, I'd quite happily just kill them if they were in range. Oh, Jesus Christ, leave it out! My God! Oh man, these things are annoying the shit out of me. I definitely will not be going over there to shoot these ground targets. What's this? Oh, another AA hidden inside it. Oh, we've got it. Oh shit. I've just run out of fuel. I was so preoccupied with shooting ground targets, hadn't even looked at my fuel, and the first thing I've noticed is when it's entirely run out. I guess the only option left to me is to land. Here's an area without any trees. Well, I'm going way too fast to land here. No, at least if I land, my plane won't be destroyed and I won't have to pay for repair, but it's a little bit embarrassing, to say the least. So let's turn out. Alright, here's a nice clear area. Let's get air brakes out, flaps, gear. Stop really quickly. Oh, retract. No, I'm not retracting anything. I want to slow down. Yeah, get nice and slow. 250 or something. What if it was a bit flatter? All these hills are a bit of a worry. Well, at least we're going to know the nose wheel so I can brake like crazy without flipping over. Do I turn left or right? Left or right? Right. Let's choose right. Oh shit, I'm going to hit that tree. crap. Dang. I seem to have passed through the first tree miraculously. Well, that's more than embarrassing. Well, at this point, I think I should probably just leave this game to save embarrassment.
Attention to the designated grid zone! Attention to the map!
Okay, I've loaded up the result from the replay, and turns out that I came first in the team with a shitload of points because I spent a lot of time finding ground targets. So, remember, fly it like you stole it.